Hello everyone, Ps3 here, and welcome to my tutorial on how to install Sonic Unleashed mods in your PS3 version of the game. More specifically, the PSN version of the game. This tutorial will teach you how to install mods that you get from the internet into your PSN version of the game. If you are actually you just have the disc version of the game, then this should work for you, but you should skip a step and make some other changes, so I'm not going to teach you specifically for that. That can probably be for another video or something, but in this tutorial I'm going to teach you solely on how to install mods for the PSN version of the game. So let's get started. I'm going to assume that your PS3 is either CFW'd or you have Han installed on your PS3. So as myself, I have Han installed as well as the Han toolbox. So what this means is that I can basically just install custom package files, which we will create a package file. So we need to install it somehow on our PS3. So if you have a CFW PS3, then you probably don't need to do something that we're going to do, and I'm going to warn you when that's done. If you don't have a CFW PS3, then you should get your PS3 with Han, because that works with every PS3 out there. Just look online on how to install that and install Han, and you should have package manager on your PS3 that will allow us to install custom package files. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that we need is the mod files themselves. So what I have here is an homing on X mod, which I have made myself, that will allow us to basically just make the homing attack be on the X button on the PS3. If you want to do this for the Xbox, it's completely different because the files they change with versions. So in this case I have an IR00 file which I can open them with Generations Archive Editor, and there's a bunch of stuff here. So there's a sonicprm.xml file that if we open, it opens it in the Explorer, but this is pretty much the physics. So if we just look here for somewhere, I can't even look properly, the keyboard shortcut doesn't work. So in any case, there's an homing on X variable here which I have enabled, and so that will allow us to change the homing attack button. So I want to install this mod on the PS3, but I don't know how to do it. So it's actually a really simple process to begin with. So what you're going to need is the tool or a package called the Ps3 Tools that you're going to need to do that first. So in my case, I have it really actually just extracted and installed it somewhere, and I have it over here, Ps3 Tools, and there's the Ps3 Tools menu. Once you have the Ps3 Tools, you will want to go to Tools on the folder that you have installed Ps3 Tools, and you go down until you find PKG or PKG view, which is this tool right here. You want to right click it and open as admin and press yes, and it will open this window. Just don't do anything here. You only want to close this, and after that you should have file associations and everything ready for us to begin. So for example, if I want to create a PKG file right now, I just want to right click a folder, and then there's a make PKG option, and it will make us a PKG file, which is right here. I don't want this, so I can just delete it. So I want to get these files ready for the game. So you might think that you just need to create a PKG file that's installed and it's done. It's not like that. That will be way too easy. So if you look to the contents of the Sonic Unleashed game, which I have right here, you will see that if you go to user there and then look at the files, they are AR00 files indeed, but they have the EDAT extension. So that means that they are encrypted with the game keys. So the first thing that we'll need to do is to encrypt our mod files as EDAT files. So how do we do that? We use a tool which is called EDAT Rebuilder. So True Ancestors EDAT Rebuilder. So this tool basically just encrypts our files or converts them to the EDAT format. So if you once you have this tool, I'm going to leave all the links in the description so you can just check them out and download the tools yourself. you want to open rebuilder.exe, and it will show us this window. First of all, we want to put our files on the edat folder on the program. So just get the mod files, copy them, and then paste them on the edat folder, like so. Then on this menu, we want to choose the option that says encrypt file to edat. So just press 2 and enter, and then it will show us the files that we have copied. So in this case, I want to encrypt all of the files. So instead of putting the number of the files, I'm going to press A for all of the files. And it would ask us for a content ID. This content ID is specific for each game or each version of the game that you are on. So I have here a TXT file that has the keys that you'll need to put in this program depending on the version of the game. If you want to check the version of the game that you have, you can just open the PKG. For some reason it doesn't want to open because I already have opened. Yeah, there we go. If you want to check the content ID or the version that you have, in this case this one is European because it's NPEB, this E means European. If you have the US version, that changes to US. I don't have the Japanese keys because I haven't really researched them. But I will leave this in the description and you can just copy the keys yourself. So this is asking for content ID, and this is the CID over here, because my version is the European version. So I'm going to copy the string, and going to paste it on the command prompt. Then I'm going to press enter. Then it will ask us for the dev key license, and it's right here, this string of numbers and letters. If you want to get this yourself, this tool is able to do that as well. So just get the eboot.bin file and just follow the steps on the menu. There's an option that get the dev key leak from the eboot.bin. In my case, I don't need it because I have already done it. So I just have to paste this here and then press enter. And it will start encrypting your files to edat. So press any key to continue. I'm going to close this, and once I go to the edat rebuilder, I'm going to edat folder, and there they are, ar00edat and arl.edat. So I'm going to copy these and put them on the mods folder. Now, what we want to do right now is to create a PKG file ready for installation on our PS3. This is a really simple process. So first of all, we want to open the PKG file and check how stuff's organized. So in Sonic Unleashed, there's a folder called npeb01347. This E can change to U depending on the version you have. So since mine is just npeb01347, I'm going to create a folder with the same name, which I already have right here. Then on that folder, there's these files. They really are needed, so I can just, if you want to, just delete them. I think you need param.sfo though, so just put that in mind. So if you want to get the param.sfo file from Unleashed, just open the original PKG and then extract the param.sfo file to somewhere else. Just right click it and select where you want to extract it. Once you have that done, you can just create a user.dir folder, which is where all the game files are. So as you can see, we opened that folder and there's a bunch of files right here. So I have already created a user.dir folder, and this is where your modded files will go. You can see the hint folder, the inspire, install, etc. But most of the URL files are on the root of that folder. So we want to copy our modded and encrypted files, not the normal ones, just the encrypted files, and we want to paste them on the user.dir folder. Just paste them here, and there they are. Once we have that done, we want to create a PKG file with the mod. I actually have a different param.sfo file, so if you don't mind, I'm going to just get that param.sfo file because I have enabled remote play, so that I can actually record on my PC. All stuff will go. So in my case, I have it right here, or never mind, here. my PKG file is right here, or better yet, my param.sfo file is right here. So I'm just going to copy this param.sfo file, which I have modified. Don't need to do this. I just going to do this so that it doesn't replace my modded SFO file. So once you have all of these done, you can just create a PKG file from this folder. So you just want to right click the npb 01347 or npub or npjb and select make PKG. Once that's done, you can close out of this, and there's your PKG file ready for installation. As you can see, it is done. User with CFW can just use this and install them on your PS3, whatever. Users with HAN, however, need to re-sign this PKG file, which is what I'm going to do. I mean, you technically aren't required to re-sign it, but it's recommended that you do so before you install it. You can check other tutorials on the web, but this is pretty much the re-signer, and you're going to want to put your ec.dat file right here and idps.x file right here, and your PKG on this folder. I'm going to replace the file in the destination. Here it is. I'm going to open the re-signed windows, and the PKG has been re-signed and ready for install on HAN users, and it will be an output PKGs. So this is the PKG I'm going to use for installation. So you can either put this on a USB drive, or you can use the Toolbox PKG linker, which is the method I am going to use. Or better yet, I won't do that, because I actually prefer using a USB drive so that most users will actually get to see what we're going to do. So I'm going to get a USB drive really quickly, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have a USB drive already connected, so I'm going to put my PKG file on the console, so on the USB drive. You can either put your PKG file on the root of your USB drive, or on the folder called packages, which is more organized. I'm going to do that way. You can change the name of the PKG file all you want, so in my case I will change it to su homing on x mod, probably. Also, if you want to restore the files to their original state after you modded the game, you want to make a backup of the files you're going to change from the original game files, because there's no way that you can uninstall them after you install them unless you replace the files with their original counterparts. This isn't the signed one. There we go. So I want to get the signed one, which is somewhere around the resigner, which I've used. So it should be on the PS3 exploit resign. There we go. Output PKGs. There we go. This is the resigned one, which I use because I have N installed. So I'm going to change the name again to su I don't know, homing on x. It's pretty much okay. So I'm going to copy this onto the packages folder on my USB drive, and it's copying, and there you go, it's right here. Now I want to get my USB drive out of the PC and onto the PS3 console. So let's just do this really quickly. There we go. I think it has been connected. So now I just want to go to my PS3 and go right. Let me just restart this really quickly because it just stops doing it for some reason. Yes, so there we go. PS3 is right here. So let's check if it's connected. There we go. USB device, storage media. And now we want to go to the package manager, which is right here. Press X, then onto install PKG files, and then go to PKG files directory, which says that it will install from the packages directory on your USB storage device. So we can see our mod right here, su homing on x.pkg. Right now I can't install because I haven't enabled hand yet, so I'm going to enable hand really quickly. This will be required for users with hand installed and not CFW, which again, CFW is only compatible with a small amount of consoles, while hand is compatible with all the consoles. So that's really good. And for some reason it doesn't want to work. Okay, it actually worked this time around, so I'm ready to do it. So again, package manager, install PKG files directory, and then install your PKG file. So only press X on it. The same version is installed. Do you wish to continue? Just press yes, because it will replace the files that are on the game console. So once I press yes, it will begin to install the mod. And once it's done, just press back. And if you go to PS3 and then Sonic Unleashed, which is right here, you just want to open the game and hopefully it will boot and the mod will be installed. So let's test it out then. Again, just want to say this one more time. Users with CFW don't need to do the hand enable or re-signing process. They can just grab the PKG file and install it right away. Users with N just search, just re-sign it and then install it on the PS3 once we enable N. If you don't know what that is, then just search online. It will probably give you a better idea on how to enable package manager on your PS3, because that works with every PS3. So should be good to go. So Sonic Unleashed is now loading, and we'll probably go to a stage and see if we can show you it's working. So just press start. There we go. I want to load my save data. The sound is really bad, so let me just grab stuff from here and then disable this. There we go. Much better. Just turn down the volume. So continue and probably go to Aporos or Windmill Isle Act 1, because that's just the basic. Act 2 really, because Act 1 is the tutorial stage. So select stage, Act 2, and it will begin now. Hopefully this will work. If it doesn't work, just let me know in the comments and I will probably help you if you need help. So it should be finished loading by now, I think. It's starting to show some signs, and there's something unleashed. So right now I have some boost time. Let me just get more energy. And now come here, ring. There we go. If I double press X, it will do the hair dash as it was supposed to do. But it didn't do that on the original. And if I jump and press square, I mean, it will do the hair boost. It's telling me I didn't win any trophy. Don't know why. But that was pretty much it. If you need help, just ask me in the comments, and I hope that this helped you with installing mods on Sonic Unleashed. One other thing, this works with every mod for Sonic Unleashed. So that means character mod, level mods, shoe mods, because I know there's a soap shoe mod over there. So right now I will enjoy Sonic Unleashed with my Omega Tech mod. I'll leave the Omega Tech files in the description if you want to change them yourself. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and hope that I helped you as well. So this has been Ps3 Tools, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya!